Good morning. It's Friday, September 8th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here to practice Wudang Qigong. It seems like this year has gone by way too fast. I really would like it to still be sometime in March. Yeah. To try and finish up all the things that I really would like to finish up this year, including some additional videos for Wudang Qigong. With that in mind, I'm going to make a little adjustment to the screen here. Just a little. Alright. I have talked about what I'm planning to do with these classes and with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday sessions that I had been teaching. So I have quite a bit of material that I've already recorded that I need to go through and catalog and make more accessible with notes and tags and all sorts of stuff that is not there right now. I also have gaps in some of those courses that need to be collected and filled in so that they're more complete. That's part of today's lesson as well. That go back and do it again, make it more complete. So as we get started, this idea of do it again is something that it's ingrained in my training. Excuse me, in the early years when I was studying dance, we would always have the foundation bar. Every class. That's what we're going to do at the beginning. Whatever else we're going to do is next. But there was always that foundation work, starting with the feet usually, and working our way up. Okay, so plie, demi-plie, grand plie, not doing that right now. Alright, first position, second position, fourth position, third position, right? So, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? That set, it's there. I did it every day for 3 years, right? As an adult. And as an adult, when you learn something and you practice that much, it becomes part of how you move. Do it again. Alright, so as we're practicing, as we are repeating the movements, and this morning I'm going to start with begin at extreme emptiness, the very first set. And we're going to focus on the small heavenly circle from the lower dantian, up the back, and then down the front. That foundation is what we're going to use in the following 2 sets. Coiling Snake and Leopard Climbs a Tree. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Breathe in. Open the back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Each time, as you focus on drawing up along the back and then pressing down along the front, pay attention to how smoothly and completely you make that connection. How smooth is that circle? How well rounded is that circle? How well connected through all of the points, all of the centers, all of the gates, how well connected is that circle? Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Hands separate. Down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. With Coiling Snake, this idea of from the lower dantian up the back and down the front, that circle extends through the whole body, the large heavenly circle, right? Pay attention to the small heavenly circle through the torso as you turn, so that as you connect through the gates in the back, you pay attention to keeping the back straight and setting the hip, and the hip has to go just behind the heel in order to go all the way down. The holding strength is here, across, and here, up. Hold through the center here, pull up. As you sink down, so up and in, through the torso, open the hip, allow the leg to bend. Coiling Snake. Feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width, not much. Stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head, breathe in, palms up, and breathe out, press down. And breathe in again. Stay center and breathe out. Breathe in, turn to the left. And down, breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Right side, breathe in. Turn, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Keep the body straight. Hold through the center. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Pay attention to the connection to the upper leg. Relax through the shoulders, open the back through the ribs. Keep the back straight, turn through the hip, turn through the waist. Two more. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Use the breath. Hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Talk just a little bit about what I just did, and then we're going to do pretty much the same thing again with Leopard Climbs a Tree. Part of what we want to be able to do with this idea of try again, refine the movement, develop the skill, is to connect the breath and the movement with the dynamic of the movement, the energy in the movement itself, with our own energy, to enhance that dynamic, as well as with the mind and the intent to pay attention to what we are doing in the movement. Okay, so this, I'm going to go this way. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Right? Here, I already have in mind, as I breathe in, I've decided which set I'm doing. I know what the movement is. Right? It's there. It's connected with the breath. And in this case, today, my thought was, yeah, hey, let's do this. Right? That spirit. Right? Because that's the athlete spirit. Right? We're gonna do this. Here we go. That spirit is part of what we want connected through the whole movement. Everything needs to have that animating spirit. Now, today, yeah, okay. Yesterday, that wouldn't have happened. All right? That difference. And knowing that, all right, I'm human, every day is going to be a little different. What am I going to do today that's not the same? Or what am I going to do that is the same but not quite the same, right? That progression should make you smile. It makes me smile. Because every time I find I'm coming back to something that I've worked on previously, in this case, this particular move, it makes me happy when I notice the small improvements and the changes that I've been able to incorporate so that the movement is more complete. It's not the same as when I was younger. It's not. Never going to be. All right. What's there? And that, I say that because it's true no matter what your age. All right, so you could be 16, 17 years old, starting to learn martial arts, starting to learn some Qigong, starting to practice. You could be developing your skills, and 6 months from now, you look back, starting today, 6 months from now, you will look back and you're like, whoa, I made a lot of progress. If you did, I mean, you actually practiced, you do the work, do it again, right? That doesn't happen the first time. It doesn't happen the second time. Doesn't happen the third time either. Doesn't. That connection and the ability to decide as we're moving. What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I going to do with this? So as we pay attention to that whole body connection, where Leopard climbs a tree, the same idea of up from underneath that we were just working with, except this time it's on one leg, right? As you go forward, as you take that extending leg forward, try not to extend too much. It's my fault. I do this, right? So as I'm here, yeah, let me go. All right, yeah, all right. Here. If I'm thinking of reaching way out with my foot, I won't be able to sink down, okay? So one exercise, which I'm really not going to do right this minute, but it is an exercise, is this one. This leg comes up, it goes out, and you go down on the other leg, and you go up, and you go down, right? Up and down. Yeah, it takes a bit, right? The other side. Bend the knee, come up. Bend the knee, come up. Right? Now, here's where I am right now. That's where I am right now. That's what I can do today. I am never, because I'm tell you why, I am never going to be able to go all the way down on one leg. Ain't gonna happen. I could work at it. I'm not going to. That's why it's never going to happen. Okay? That acknowledgement that I know what this movement is, I know what I should be doing, I know what I could be doing. Am I going to do that? Nope. Not going to happen. Why not? Because I'm not going to work on it. I am, right now, teaching how to do it. Okay? So that development isn't restricted to what I personally have decided I'm going to do. Now, 40 years ago, I'd been right up at the front of the class. And I'm going to tell you, 40 years ago, I was at the front of the class. I was. We didn't have that particular movement, but I was at the front of the class. And I could come up out of a grand plie into a turn and come out of it with not too much problem. It wasn't great. I wasn't the level that I would want to be in that art. I saw what I could do. I saw where I was in terms of what this art demands and what the opportunities were. It wasn't going to happen. I chose a different path. I went to learn Tai Chi, and I got good at it, and I did pretty good, actually. I got a whole lot more trophies now. And I developed that skill. So right now, if I look at what skills do I have, this is an assessment. This is an assessment. What skills do I have? What skills do I want? What do I have? What do I want? How do I get that? If I want to be able to come here and stay there, then I have to work on my balance and placement. I have to work on holding through the center. As I extend the leg, I need the strength to hold the leg as I extend it. And I need the strength and the holding to sink as I go down so that I don't just fall forward, right? I have to come back up too, right? So that ability to recenter and pull up has to be part of what I'm cultivating. Do it again. Feet about shoulder width apart. Leopard climbs the tree. Pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down and relaxed, and breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, shift right. Breathe out. Shubal. Breathe in. And breathe out. And don't fall. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you extend the hand, extend the toes. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Relax. We are going to continue this. I'm really calling it an assessment right now as I go through the rest of this month. So with each exercise, I'm going to be looking not only at what I have previously taught, but also what may be missing. And I'm going to be looking at myself in terms of where I'm at, assessing my own skills, right? How much development, what do I need, what do I intend to do? Because I intend to do a couple things. What do I intend to do? And what do I need to be able to do what I intend to do? So if my intent is to be able to show this form all the way to the floor, Coiling Snake, and I still am going to have to use my hands, but I'm going to do this. Yeah, let me go this way. Turn this way. Right? This has to hold. Everything through here has to hold. This leg has to still be working. Okay? It can't just sit there. Right? So right now it's pretty much just kind of sitting there. Yeah, right about there. Alright. So as I turn, I'm here. Right here. I need to be a little bit stronger through my back. I need to be stronger through the center. And both legs need to be a little stronger for me to get that next all the way down. All right? I'm closer now than I was 6 months ago. And that's kind of my point for everything this morning as I wrap up this idea of do it again. I've worked on the computer to try and get the feed so that it's smoother. Fingers crossed. I still need to check a couple things, but it seems to be working, more or less. I've still got a couple things to check. That effort was an all-day effort. I tried this, I tried that, I tried this other thing, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. I finally found where the settings would give me a consistent, no overload message. No, I don't want an overload message. Don't give me the overload message. Okay? It's not giving me the overload message. Yay! It took me all day. I've been working on it more than that one day, but I had to finally sit down and do something with it in order to record the audiobook that I just recorded. So, I did. I'm hoping, again, fingers crossed, that the stream is now so much better, and that as I'm moving forward through this assessment and looking at what we're going to do for future, that smoothness that I talked about as we're refining the small heavenly circle. It's choppy at first. I'm looking for this, I'm looking, it's not really connected, and then it starts to smooth out. It's kind of like going from a city streets with lots of stoplights and traffic signs to an open highway, right? You can move along. That sense of circulation and movement is something that we want to cultivate. And the process of developing it, do it again, try again. Each time we try, we get better. And that try again comparison is compare with yourself 6 months ago. Take a comparison now. Write it down, take a video, however you choose. It's today. This is what I can do today. This is what I want to be able to do. This is what I know, this movement. This is the capability in this movement, right? So my physical limitation is not your physical limitation. Same, your physical limitation is not mine. Your physical ability is not mine. My physical ability is not yours. We each work with the kinds of movements that we can do. And we need to pay attention to what we can do and what we can't do. Because the only way to develop what you can't do is to notice it, pay attention to it, compare it with what you can do. And then decide, is that what I want to do? All right, here's the steps. Here's how I get there. Finding those steps, do it again. Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate it. I will be back next week with Wudang Qigong on Thursday and Friday. I'm still working on getting back to that 7 a.m. Live slot, but you got me on async. Thank you. I appreciate it.